You didn't have edges when you sat down.
See, a bitch got more coins than the game room, so we ain't never hating in the shade room. See, I keep my sons in the playroom, so me and you ain't never in the same room.
What's up, YouTube? I am this Nicole, and I'm back with another video. Now, I had 2 pre-recorded videos that I was supposed to upload, but a whole bunch of BS happened with my iCloud storage. You know how you pay like extra $3 or something like that for iCloud storage, and I missed the payment because I paid through Cash App and no money was on my Cash App at the time. So I let like a day go by until I paid it, and my videos were just like gone. So yeah, that's what took me so long for another upload. I was trying to get better with my little schedule, so I did have 2 pre-recorded videos, but whatever. But now I'm coming with another video. I gotta make this quick because it's 4:07 and I have a client coming at 5. I don't know when this video is going up, but I'm gonna do another story time because a few people did say they liked it, my story times about my client horror stories or whatever. But yeah, today's video is gonna be about the client that tried to scam me. Like, I couldn't believe this whole situation happened to me, and like when it first happened, it really like bothered me a lot because sis really tried it. Like I ain't never had something like this happen to me before, so she really did try it. But yeah, let's get straight into the video. So I'm going to name her
Edgeless ass bitch.
So like, I'm not gonna be that petty. I'm gonna name her Comb because it's a comb sitting right in front of me. So yeah, this is one of my newest horrible run-in with a client. This is the only one that happened to me this year. Like I said, it really don't happen that often. Usually my clients leave satisfied, even if they don't like their hair, which that don't happen too often. But if they don't, I always try to, like, you know, work with them and try to get them to be satisfied and whatever. I don't ever try to leave my clients with a bad taste in their mouth about me. But yeah, this happened like a couple of months ago. I want to say it was like March or April, one of those months. It was her birthday. I know she wanted to come to me to get a sew-in with a closure. Now, this is somebody that I went to school with. Yeah, I went to school with her. I never really talked to her in school like that. I guess I just know bad vibes. Like, it was something about her that I probably didn't like, or it wasn't necessarily I didn't like her or nothing like that. We didn't talk. We wasn't like, we probably had a conversation before. I really don't remember like that, but I just know I remember her from school. So she hit me up saying how she loved my work and how her birthday was coming up and she wanted to get slayed. So I'm like, okay, of course, you know, let's make the appointment. So mind you, this is a girl who wants to be a hairstylist or is a hairstylist. I know she don't, like, because I seen her advertising her work like after the fact. I didn't find out this until after the fact. But I always knew she did her own hair because she always used to do her own hair in school. But I didn't find out she was interested in doing other people's hair until after the fact, until after this whole little run-in with her. So yeah, I told her to come on and come get her hair done. So she decided to come the night before her birthday. She get there and whatever, and the first thing she said is,
I can't wait for you to slay my edges.
Like, and I'm like, okay, you know, I can't wait either. Like, I always slay my clients' edges and whatever, if they have some. So, you know, I get to doing her hair. I get to start braiding it. usually, this was a mistake on my behalf. Usually once somebody getting a side, because she wanted a side part. So usually when somebody getting a side part, I try to put it like probably exactly where my closure is sitting at. I try to put it like right here, or yeah, like right here. This is exactly where I was gonna sit her closure. So I'm just braiding her hair and whatever, and she says, "Wait, that's not where I want my hair to be parted at." So I'm like, okay, I apologized to her and I asked her where she wanted it. She said she wanted it a little bit further up, like she wanted me to move it like just like an inch. So I took the braids down and I moved it, you know, to her liking and whatever. So that was my fault for not asking her, you know, exactly where she wanted her part at, because she didn't give me like a picture. All she said is she wanted a side part. Most of the times when my clients say they wanted a side part, I do exactly the same. I start the braid pattern right there, and that's where I lay their closure. Because she's so used to doing her own hair, she know where she want her part to be. I'm not mad at that, but she's a so-called like hairstylist, and she always does her own hair, so she knows exactly how she wanted her part. So, you know, I started the braid pattern over, and I'm braiding her hair, and you know, we just conversating. So yeah, it comes time for me to sew her hair in. I always start first with the closure. So I sewed the closure down and whatever, and I move on to the hair. Now, the hair that she had hair from, I don't know who she had hair from. I know she picked up some hair that's in the city and whatever. Not no hair company that I'm familiar with. It's not no popular company. It was probably somebody that she knew or something. And the bundles. So, I wish I had some. So, the bundles that she had, usually, sometimes, you know, you get hair, and sometimes the wefts are thick, but they're like manageable. Like, because for me, I always do the flip over method. I haven't cut a track since probably 2013. I've been stopped doing, you know, cut the track, sew it on, cut the track. I sew the hair on and I flip it over, and you know, and that just stop a lot of shedding, and it's more easier for me, because it's really time consuming when you have to cut the track, and then your hair not gonna shed. Like, most of the time when you cut that weft, it's gonna start shedding and whatever. So, you know, she brought me some hair, and the wefts were really thick. Like, the wefts were really thick, but it wasn't thick to the point where when I flip it over, it was gonna be like like big. But it wasn't that thick, but it was a little thick. So, you know, I'm doing her hair and I'm flipping it over. First off, she's being like rude the whole time a little bit. Like, even my boyfriend said something about it when she left. She's like,
ouch.
Like, she acting like she dying, and I'm looking like, I just was so confused to like what she wanted me to do. Like, do you want me to do your hair or not? Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to explain it, because I ain't got no tracks that similar to how her, but the tracks was like really thick. Like, whenever they sewed them wefts, it was like a clumped up bunch of hair, like on the weft and whatever, if y'all can understand. But, you know, I'm sewing her hair in, and she complaining the whole time about, oh my God, that one is too tight. Like, every time I go to tie the knot, which that's understandable. Some people is tender-headed, so I was trying to, you know, compromise for her. But she was like, she was acting like she was dying, basically. And, I mean, it's nothing I can do about that. Some people is just tender-headed. I don't know, but she was kind of like rude with it. So, in the midst of me doing her hair, it was like a late night. I think around that time my son was probably sick. I do hair from home.
I usually don't take late clients, but I made an exception for her. So that's why my son was acting so irritated, because it was already late. That's the reason why I don't take late clients, because I know how he gets at night. And she was just rushing me and really being rude to the fact that I made an exception for you to come at this time, and I still had to care for my son.
A lot of my clients know that. So I do hair from home, and I do have 2 kids, and my son, he was becoming irritated. So I was trying to do her hair while tending to my son, you know, because he was really like fussy that day. So she was like, I guess, pressing for time. I always tell my clients, come to me before like you have anything to do. Like, don't come to me within like and you gotta be to work at such and such time. I don't like doing that because I don't like rushing. I don't like for you to rush me. I like to just do your hair, take my time with your hair, because I want your hair to be right, you know. Once you rush me, I can't promise you that I'm gonna do your hair to my best ability, because you're rushing me at this point. So I'm trying to hurry up. No, I like to take my time and make sure your hair is perfect. Make sure, you know, I'm doing your hair to my best ability, which I always tell my clients. She didn't have nothing to do. She was just in a rush to go home, I guess, to get back to her son or whatever. Somebody was probably babysitting her son, and yeah, she was in a rush to get home. So I'm trying to attend to my son while I'm doing her hair, and I could tell that she was irritated. She wasn't really caring that my son was fussy, and I'm trying to, you know, tend to her and my son. She just wanted me to hurry up with her hair and whatever. So once I got my son to quiet down and I'm finishing up with her hair, now I'm at the point where it's time for me to do her edges. Now y'all, remember this too. Remember this, because it's a real important part of the story. Her edges were probably 1 inch long, and half of them were grown. She literally ain't have no edges. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't even discriminate when I got clients with no edges, because I come across some type of clients. But, you know, most of the time I can make you some edges. Like, most of the time I can use some black beeswax or some black spray. Shit, even a eyeliner, and make you some edges. But, you know, she was rushing me. First off, she did not want me to press her edges. Her edges were 1 inch, and they were like beater beads. If you don't know what a beater bead is, that's like an old word for like nappy hair. I'm probably a certain picture of what you would call like a beater bead. But yeah, she had like beater bead edges, and they was like really little. And I'm not trying to be funny or talk about it or nothing. This is just an important part of the story. Whatever. So remember, she ain't had no edges, and I go to, even if your edges is really small, I still like try to press them out with the pressing comb, because the straighter your edges can get, the best I can slay your edges and whatever. Even if your edges is 1 inch long, I'm still gonna try to press it out, because I still can like use some black beeswax to like make you some edges. But sis wasn't trying to let me touch her edges with the pressing comb at all. She like she jumping the whole time. I'm not even the pressing comb not even near her edges yet, and she jumping and running out the chair. So, you know, at that point, I'm irritated, just like she irritated. She irritated that I'm even trying to press her edges. But the first thing you told me was you couldn't wait for me to slay your edges. Like, first off, how am I supposed to slay something that's not there? Let alone that you won't even let me attempt to do. Like, you won't even let me try to make you some edges. Let me try to slay your thoughts, because at this point they thoughts, because they not edges. So yeah. So I'm trying to press her edges, and she won't let me. So I had to come up with something else. I'm not about to put some beeswax on a beater bead. It's not gonna look right. It's gonna curl right back up. I only use beeswax when your hair is straight. I don't use beeswax on natural hair. It's not gonna look good. So I use some edge control instead. I never use edge control on my clients ever. That was probably the first client I have ever used edge control on, besides like my edge control video when I was promoting some edge control, because edge control do work. But if your edges are little and they're non-existent, what am I supposed to do? And I can't use black beeswax, because, you know, I had to use edge control. You won't let me press out your hair. You're not letting me do your hair, basically. You're rushing me, first off, and then you're not letting me do my job. You're trying to coach me. The whole time, she's like trying to coach me the whole time I'm doing her hair, because she knows how she like her hair did. My thing is, if you know how you like your hair did, why didn't you do your own hair? Don't come to me and try to do my job for me, because it's not going to turn out right. Because I'm going to listen to you, because, you know, they say, oh, the client is always right. That's not all the way true. But if you're telling me something, I'm going to listen to you, because this is your hair at the end of the day. This ain't my hair. I can't do your hair how I like my hair unless you let me. But if I'm doing your hair and you're telling me a certain way that you like your hair, then I'm gonna listen to you, you know. So I'm putting the edge control on her edges, and it worked. I did it to my best ability. You know, you won't let me press your hair out. I'm not about to send you out there with like nappy edges. So I tried to like swoop it a little bit. It wasn't much to swoop, because like I said, it wasn't much there. I couldn't make it look good, but I didn't have it was they wasn't like messed up or whatever, but the install was good. It was just a little bit because she tried to say this too. She said that her sewing was bulky. Her sewing wasn't bulky, but the tracks wasn't like, you know, like flat, and they simply wasn't flat because your wefts wasn't, you know. So yeah, I'm finished with her hair at this point, and I hand her a full body mirror. I kid you not, these were her exact words.
Oh, I'm looking like a bad bitch. You turned me into a bad bitch. Like,
that's exactly what she said to me. Those was her exact words. It wasn't no, oh, what's this, or I don't like this. Because if it was that, then maybe the story would have turned out a little bit different. But her exact words was, I'm a bad bitch. So if you a bad bitch, my impression, like, I'm getting the impression that you like your hair. You love your hair. And like I said, her birthday was the night before. I mean, her birthday was the day after. So I always do this for all my clients. Like, I'm super nice. I'm too nice sometimes, but I offered for her to come back the next day before she go to her little birthday dinner or whatever to get some free curls, because she wanted her hair curled. But like I was trying to tell her, they're not gonna last that long with your hair. I mean, with your party being the next day at night at that, it's not gonna last. So I told her to come back the next day, and I was go do her some free curls, and she said okay, cool, and whatever, and she left. I took pictures of her hair that same night, and I made the little because I always do that for all my clients. I make the photo grid, and I uploaded the picture to my Instagram. I didn't put it on Facebook yet because I was tired. Okay, bam, bam, boom. Another satisfied client. So the next morning, let me rewind. She said that she had to be to work in the morning. And I think that was probably, so it wasn't no reason why she was like rushing. She had to be to work in the morning. So that's why she was like kind of trying to rush me and whatever. So yeah, the next morning, mind you, around the hours that she's texting me, she's at work. It ain't even no emphasis. She was definitely at work. So yeah, she texts me and she asks what time could she come to get the free curls. Now, she texts me around about probably 8 o'clock in the morning, some around that time frame. I'm asleep. If I ain't got no client that made an appointment with me around that time frame, I'm not up. I'm asleep. I'm getting all the sleep I can. Me and my son is asleep. We in the bed. We dead to the world at this point. I'm asleep. I can't respond to your message if I'm not woke to see it. So probably an hour go by and she texts me again. When she texts me again, that didn't wake me up. I think somebody called me, and that's what woke me up for me to see her messages and whatever. So the next message said, you know what, I'm not really satisfied with my hair. It's really bulky, and my edges is white, and I had to take the whole thing out. I had to take the whole thing down and do it over. Can I have my money back? Something around that. I don't have those messages because shortly after this happened, I did break my phone. So when I broke my phone, I lost the picture of her hair. I did upload a picture of her hair, but I lost the picture of her hair and I lost the messages. But I still do have a picture of her hair because sis is a liar. She a lie, and she contradicted herself so many times throughout this whole little situation. But yeah, so she asked for a full refund. She didn't ask for $15, $20, not even $30. She asked for a full refund. First off, I don't do refunds personally. Maybe you could have got a refund the same night, and I probably would have took your whole. If you would have asked me for a refund that night, I probably would have took the whole thing down, and then you could have got your money back. But you're not about to take my whole install and get your money. No, it's not about to happen. Especially because me knowing my work, I know you didn't leave out my house fucked up. I know me as a stylist. I know when something ain't right. Even when it came down to her edges, I cannot make I'm not a magician. I cannot make something appear that's not there. She said that her edges was white because I used edge control. That was my first time even using edge control on this client. You didn't let me press your hair. If you're not gonna let me do something, I have to come up with ways to do something else. So that's why she was complaining about her edges. Sis basically wanted a full refund because she did not like her edges. It wasn't the install, it was her edges. And then she tried to make it like it was the install, because it's making me mad all over again. But basically, what it came down to was she didn't like her edges. So I texted her back and I told her, one, I don't do refunds, but if you want to come back and let me fix my whatever mistake I made, then we can do something. Like, you're not getting a refund. Absolutely not. It's not about to happen. It's not about to happen. I done spent my hard time doing your hair. You're not about to get a refund.
No. Nope.
So, I explained to her that I don't do refunds. I'm still being polite at this point. I was never, not once, rude to her. Even when she was being kind of rude to me, I was never rude to her. So, I'm explaining to her, I don't do refunds, but you can come get your hair fixed. And then, my thing was, if you really felt like you didn't like your hair, why was the first thing you said to me, when can I come get my curls? If you didn't like your hair, your first text message to me was, I don't like my hair. Can I have a refund? It's not going to be, even though I don't like my hair, but can I have some curls? No. If I'm not satisfied with something, I'm not trying to go to that person to get another service. No, you're lying. But anyways, so, she texts me back and she's saying, well, that's really messed up because I paid you and I'm not satisfied with my work. She said I had to take my hair down and do the whole install over. First off, if you really had to take your hair down and doing a whole install over, why are you asking me for curls? Why? Wait, that just don't make sense. If I went to somebody for an install and then I took the whole install out and did it over, I'm not about to text them and be like, can I have some curls? My first message to them would be, can I have my money back? I wasted my coin. Can I have my coin? No. And then, how did you take your whole hair down? Because she said it like this, I'm taking my hair down right now, or something like that. How, if you're at work? How? Like, she contradicted herself so much. Like, sis was like a liar. She a liar, period. And I'm gonna get further into that because I got receipts. I came with receipts. of how you're a liar, because I know she gonna end up seeing this video because we went to the same school. But yeah, like I said, what part was I even on? Oh yeah, she was texting me saying how it's messed up I'm not giving her money back, but she said, but I won't be booking again, have a nice life or something like that, or be blessed, something. And I said,
You too. You know, you too.
I need some water because sis getting me, I'm getting hyped up. You want some too? So that situation was that I didn't talk to her no more after that. I didn't delete her on Facebook. We still Facebook friends to this day. We still follow each other on Instagram. I don't know if she followed me. I don't know. I never did the whole follow thing because I had a feeling that I was going to do this video. And I had a feeling that I was going to need receipts. I don't know why. I just had a feeling that she was go on her page and say something, and I was going to have to hit her with the facts. So, yeah. So, you know, probably a month go by or a couple weeks. I don't know. She didn't say nothing about her her hair on her page, or I didn't screenshot that status. She probably said something like, I don't know what she said, but I know she said something, but it wasn't like nothing like that for me to have to.
Bitch, what?
So, yeah, a couple weeks or so go by, and I see a status from her saying, first off, she got to advertising. I'm gonna put the picture of her of the install up because this is my install. I know for a fact she didn't take this install down, and I know that because she proved to me that she never once took this install down. She wore the install for the whole time until she took it down. So she got to advertising my work as hers. She got the advertising. That's when I found her supposed to be hair page. She got to saying she installed her own hair. She installed her own closure. She got somebody else to do her curls. I think she probably ended up doing her own curls. But she got to advertising my work as her own. And I'm looking like, at first I'm looking like, okay, she probably could have took it down. She probably could have. But when we got further into like this whole situation, I know for a fact she did not take her hair down. It was my install from the get-go. She just tried to get her money back. But yeah, she got to advertising her own hair and whatever. And I was just seeing it, and as I was seeing it, I was screenshotting. I was collecting receipts. As soon as I seen it, screenshot. And then I see a status from her to the point, I guess, where she finally like took the hair down. She says, and this one made me mad because don't lie on me. She said, hold on, I got the picture right here. Okay, she said, my scalp is so sore from that sewing. I'm scared to even do my hair, but I have stuff to do today. So I saw that, and I'm like, it was a couple comments on there. So I'm like, let me see the comments, because first off, this is supposed to be a sewing that you did. This isn't my work no more. This is yours. So let me see what she's talking about. Somebody commented and said, I know, right? My shit sore as hell too, but it's been down for 4 days. Gotta do something to it today though. And then she replied back and says, this is how I know she a liar. She replied back and says, this is day 3 for me. It really hurt when I try to put my fingers through it or comb it. And the female that did it pulled out my edges on one side, and that shit hurts for real. I'm annoyed. Edges, please. This was her edges. These were her edges when she sat down in my chair. How did I pull out something that you didn't even have? Why are you lying on me? And first off, how did I pull out something from an install that you didn't even wear? You took down the install, remember? You said that you took down the install. So how did I pull out something that was supposed to got took down the very next day? You're a liar, and then you want to sit up there and you want to advertise my work as your own when you know that you lying. And then you really thought that you were about to get your money back for something that I did. You're a scammer. Like, what? Girl, bye. This irritated me so much because she really tried to say I pulled out her hair. I pulled out her edges when she didn't even have none. Like, do not lie on me. First off, your edges, it wasn't even the edges that just got damaged from, some bad braids. It was the edges that got damaged from a perm or something. Like, I can tell by how, even when I was like trying to press her hair, that she had a relaxer, or like she was coming off from a relaxer or something like that, from how her hair was acting. She didn't have long hair at all. She didn't have long hair. She had short hair from the get-go. Don't lie on me and say that I pulled out your hair when you know I didn't. Don't do that. But when I saw the status, I let it slide. I ain't comment on it. I ain't do none of that. I just screenshot it because when I saw it, I'm looking like, okay, you're a liar because you said that you took it down. But I'm gonna keep it cute. I'm not even worried about it. I'm gonna keep it cute. I didn't even know this video was coming at this point. I was gonna let the situation go. Okay, so probably a week after that, because this happened like within like the same time frame, this status and the next situation. A week after that, the group that I talked about in my last little video, Storytime video, the Detroit hair group, a lot of people go in that group and they blast stylists when they feel like the stylist didn't do a good job. Which I thought that she was gonna do that, period, because I know that we both in this group. And if I wasn't satisfied with somebody's work, honestly, if I truly honestly wasn't satisfied with somebody's work, I probably would go to this group and warn them. But I probably wouldn't, because I'm a hairstylist, so I don't ever want to step on nobody else's toes. But a lot of girls do this when they feel like they're not satisfied with somebody's work. They go to that group and they blast them. So it was a situation where this other girl wasn't satisfied with her stylist's work, and she was saying how the stylist would not refund her money, nor would she correct her mistakes. So I saw the post and I was reading through the comments, and I commented and I said, wow, that's messed up. I don't know my exact words. I have all the screenshots, but the screenshots are on. My had called me, so she interrupted the video. I'm not even sure what part I left off on. I think it was so the girl, she was saying how she wasn't satisfied with her hair, and how the stylist did not want to refund her money, nor did she want to correct her mistakes. So I commented and I was saying like how, dang, that's messed up that the stylist, I wasn't saying that she didn't want to refund her money, because I understand wholeheartedly when a stylist don't want to refund a client, because we spend all our time to not get paid. No, that's just like, to me, that's not like realistic to me. But I can offer you a free install, or I can offer you, next time, if you don't want to come back next time, I will correct my mistake. But I wholeheartedly believe in speaking up. Because most clients do this, if you sit down in somebody's chair and then they give you a mirror and you leaving unsatisfied, speak up. Get some money off of that install. Like, don't leave a stylist's house and then try to go on the internet and bash them when you lied and said that you liked your hair. But so yeah, I left my little comment. This weird ass bug, because at this point she's a bug that she's an inch that I can't scratch. Like, leave me alone. Why are you bothering me when first off, you're a liar? If you know that you're a liar, don't keep bothering somebody, because you gonna have to get embarrassed and blasted like I had to do you. Like, don't do me. Like, don't do me. So she come and I'm gonna try to remember this to my best ability. I have all the screenshots and receipts, so I'm gonna make sure I post them in this video so y'all can know like exactly what was said. But I'm gonna try to like think of what was said. But she said something along the lines of how are you commenting on anything talking about somebody's customer service or something like that when you didn't even want to refund me my money. And then she made another status, and plus you pulled out my edges.
I had to collect myself after seeing that comment because I'm looking like, I know she's not trying to come for me when I already know that you're a liar.
You don't know that I know you a liar yet, but I know that you're a liar because you told me you took down the install, but you didn't. And then you steady posting this install up saying that it's your own and it's not. And then you didn't have edges to pull out. I was so thoroughly confused. Like, I was confused. So I commented back and I said this because at this point I'm gonna just say this because I don't know what the hell was said, but I got pictures. So I commented back and I said this, and then at this point I hadn't even been on her edges. I haven't even been, I'm talking about edges. I haven't even been on her page to see if she had a picture with no edges, but I just know that she did because I know that she didn't have edges. So so I knew if I go on her page and I look through her pictures, I was going to find an edgeless picture. I just knew that. I knew that. So I go to her page and sure, clear as day, she has a picture with 0 edges. So I placed that right kindly in the comments.
You didn't have edges when you sat down.
Why are you lying on me? This is so funny to me because don't fucking lie on me. Like, do not lie on me. Like, why are you really sitting up here making these people believe that I did you bold and I snatched out your edges when you didn't have none? And then you didn't take none. And then she kept just contradicting herself. Oh, I had to do my hair over. Girl, shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Eventually, she deleted all her. I make sure I placed that full little conversation on there. And at that point, I was being disrespectful because you, first off, you was being disrespectful when you was sitting down in my chair. You been constantly doing disrespectful stuff and picking with me. I'm the type of person. I'm not no disrespectful person, or I'm not no, person that's gonna start stuff, but I can promise you, I can surely promise you, you start something, I'm going to finish it. I'm not about to let you keep saying little stuff to me. No, I ain't nobody that you can bully or anything like that. Regardless of me being in a industry that I have to be professional or not, if you disrespect me, I'm gonna give you that same energy, okay? So she came at me disrespectful. I started getting disrespectful too, because at this point I'm sick of you. I'm tired of you. You've been trying me for a minute now and I've been letting it slide. I've been seeing stuff and letting it slide, and I just been screenshotting because I knew this video was coming. Liar. And then she tried to say that she texted me the same night and told me that she didn't like her hair. She texted me the same night and asked for a refund. You are a liar. I just couldn't believe that this girl was literally. And then she said that I didn't give her a mirror. or that I didn't have good lighting in my house. First off, I do hair in my kitchen. My kitchen light is bright as shit. And then I had on my living room lamp. I have mirrors like throughout my house. You're not about to tell me you didn't see your hair correct. I didn't let you see it. I gave you a full body door mirror that you get from Walmart, and you said that you was a bad bitch. You looked at your hair and you said that you was a bad bitch. Don't try to tell me that you didn't see your hair when you did. And the only thing that I can probably say that you didn't like on your hair was your edges, and that's because they were non-existent. I am not a magician. I am not Houdini. I cannot say edges. Like, I can't do that. I'm unable to do that. I can do that, you know, with some black beeswax or something like that. But you didn't even want me to press your hair. So my hands was tied at that point. Why do people keep calling me? But yeah, it just never happened to me before, and I just wanted to make sure I had all of the receipts, because you are lying at this point. And don't sit up there and lie on me and lie on my name. Because at the end of the day, you can slander me all you want for your own personal reasons, for reasons I don't even know, because I know that I didn't do a bad job on your hair. I know that for sure. I know that I didn't pull out your edges because you didn't have none to pull out. I know that you didn't take your hair down the next day and reinstall your hair because you were at work. I know all of this. I know that you're a liar, but the whole thing was just messy and like an irritation to my soul. Eventually, she deleted all of her comments on the post because she realized she made herself look like a dumbass. You should have just left me alone. You should have just saw my comment and kept strolling. That's what you should have did, because don't ever try to come for me like I won't come back. It's never that. It's never that. Period. It's never that. Especially when I have proof that you're a liar. Don't try to say that somebody pulled out your edges and then have a picture on your page with you with no edges. You're lying. Like, you should have went and before you accuse somebody of pulling out your edges, make sure you delete all of the evidence. Delete all of the evidence. But yeah, after that, it was quiet. I never said nothing else to her. She never said nothing else to me. I told myself I was making this video a couple of months ago. I never did because I couldn't find 2 receipts. I couldn't find the text messages, and then I couldn't find the picture of her hair. But I have enough receipts and enough proof to know that's my install. She lied. She thought that she was about to come get her hair did and then get her money back. No, you tried to scam me, basically. No, what's wrong? Why after all my videos he do this? What's wrong? Basically, she tried to scam me, and I wasn't having it. You're not about to. She wasn't getting her money back, period. I mean, maybe if she would have said something the same night, I could have took down her hair and you could have got your money back. But you didn't say nothing the same night because you honestly liked your hair. You liked your hair. But the next day, you hopped on some other shit, and it just wasn't about to happen. But yeah, that's the end of that story. She's probably somewhere in Detroit messing up people's hair, because she's advertising my work as her own, and it's not. But yeah. I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to like this video and subscribe and all of that. Follow me on all social media, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.